Anand Ki Coach. Today we are talking about the difference between God and SIP. I hope you have your thoughts ready as I greet all the SIP. Anand Ki Coach, Anil Soni, SIP, Ansul and Chotwani, SIP, Atmanand, Avi, Bliko and Girishanand, SIP, Gigi, Girishanand, Gurpreet and Harshal, SIP iPhone, Paratima, Peter, Premchandji, SIP Rajesh, Prakash, Sachiv, Sagai, Siba, Siji, Jyoti, Siri, and Sita, Sip, Soham, Sridhara, Sukhi, Yogini, and many of you, as I always tell you, when you join, you jump up, and so I'm able to greet all of you, but sometimes I slip. So let's start. We have got Rutanu, Atmanand, Siri. What is the difference between God and SIP? Today, we have to learn something and take home some important aspect. I don't know how many of you are willing to be awakened, enlightened in this journey, but let us see. Come on, let us start.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, God is for SIP who are in kindergarten. But once you come out of the kindergarten, it becomes supreme immortal power. So when we normally talk to people, we talk about divine as God. But in the journey of spirituality, we talk about it in supreme immortal power because there is one universal power.
I'm asking a question. What is the difference?
No difference, Guruji.
But no difference. That's the question. Atman and Siri and Krishna. There's a big difference, not no difference. There's a big difference. What is the difference between God and SIP? Atman, Siri, and Krishna. Come on. That takes 10 minutes of my session.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Atmanand.
Yeah, Shivam.
Shibon.
So I think you're able to hear me, right?
Yeah, it's a little low, but I can hear you.
Yeah, so I think God is typically related to a form. SIP, we would relate it to an energy. That is the first difference I have.
Good.
Second is God are mortal beings. So let's say we say Krishna died, but SIP is immortal, right? Gods are associated with things of the past. SIP is what is happening now, actually in the present. When we say God, there is duality because there is I and there is God, right? While when we say SIP, we are talking about Advaita, that everything in us, I am also SIP, right? So that is the point. And then my last point was to God we pray, to SIP we have to experience it.
Good. You've covered a large part of the discussion, but I'm sure there must be more. But very good start. Ruth Anu said, no, there's no difference. Oh, there's a big difference. For me, Shiva was God, and SIP is not Shiva. SIP is Shivoham. So there's a big difference. Siri and Krishna, Shivraj and Abe, Siba.
Om Guruji, I have 4 points. God is generator, operator, destructor. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. SIP is supreme immortal power. God is religion, SIP is spirituality. God is with name and form, SIP is formless. God is personal, SIP is universal.
Areva. 2 sixers. One Atmanand gave 1 6er, and now Siri. Beautiful. So, but we have to learn something from today's discussion. I'm coming back to that. You have to tell me next question. So, what must we learn today? That's the last question of today. Krishna. Thank you, Siri.
The Krishnoham. So
Krishnoham.
beautifully answered, but of my list, one point is if you believe in God, you will never be realized. You will come back to as good karma, you will become back. Whereas if you realize SIP, you can be enlightened and then you can be liberated. And there were 10 ones you gave God on fingertips. All what is opposite is SIP and fingertips. You said goft, but all what was not there is God. Isme nameless form, formless, birthless, deathless, beginningless, endless. And God is peace, love, and bliss. Whereas the other SIP is peace, love, and bliss. Whereas God is fear. It's more a fear factor. And whereas God is Satyam Shivam Sundaram, everywhere we see Sip. Whereas God is only in the sky or in particular temple or idols. So it is omnipresent. Sip is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. It is God is not. God is for Ganapati, it is one. For Shiva, it is one. So it is all, in bits and pieces. Then many things you said. God is in every, Sip is in every soul, but God is only in Vaikunta or Kailasha. It is limited. And then you said God is in every, Sip is in every atom. I'm using God, Sip is in every atom. Then you said Sip is universal in all that. Opposite is God. So God seems to be very limited. So we need to move from God to Sip. Starting with God, beginning is God, end goal is Sip.
Good. Very good. So, yes, but Krishna kept on saying Sip, but you're used to saying God, God is, God
Now
is.
we are so conditioned with the word God. As
So
it is,
therefore,
God is a good word. Yeah.
therefore, today we have to do a big realization and a big commitment, because as long as we pray to God, we cannot realize it.
But we realize Sip. For us now, God, we say the word God, but what is within us is Sip only.
That's
We
good. I
don't.
agree. No, I completely agree. But those who have not yet left God, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa had to leave Kali. Totapuri told him, "You have to kill." He said, "How can I kill Kali?" He said, "You have to kill." He said, "How can I kill?" So that is a big challenge. The ability to eliminate God from our life. Can we eliminate God? That's the question I want to come to.
मेरे
But
में
after
द्वंद
we,
है अभी भी
huh?
मेरे में लिटिल दो आत्मानंद बताया कि इट इज मूविंग फ्रॉम duality to non duality मेरे में है लिटिल holding on.
क्यों है?
I don't know why. It gives me a lot of peace, love, and bliss. Maybe I'm thinking of Sip only, but मेरे लिए है some of the slokas and all that. Yes.
Shlokas are okay, but God is a problem. God is
God,
a God is a God is a roadblock to SIP. And this is not what I'm telling. This is what even Ramakrishna learned from Totapuri. But I completely agree that if we are going to, nobody has still told. Let's give them many more. There are many more. God is so many rituals. God is about
rituals
rituals and
hai. But see,
superstitions.
sir, when we come to the temple, we need to realize this is Sip. But when you sing bhajans, even the duality bhajans, even if it is Gopala or Panduranga, Vittala, whatever, you get lot of, I don't know, something happens
That's okay,
within.
but that
It
has
is
to be
not
for
out.
SIP. That has to evolve for SIP. Okay, let's today's interesting discussion. As I told you, no discussion of our Zoom call goes waste. Every discussion will take us from one step to another step. Shivraj M, Siba Rumataji, Rashmi Bliko, Atmadeep, and Rutanu. We have 8 more people.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes.
Already,
So,
he had already fast runner, no? Maybe already, I think everything exhausted, but a couple of things. Gods are many. Shiv is only one. So it is only
good.
one.
Yes,
Uh,
important point.
there's a universe is one. Second thing, God is basically, I can say, kindergarten and SIP is university. That means you have to move from God to SIP. And God is for maybe unenlightened people, basically. And SIP is for the enlightened people. They realize the SIP. And you don't need Guru for the God, but you need Guru for the SIP.
Okay.
These
Good
are the
point.
couple of things.
Good point. Very good point. So I think if you add all these points, again, it can become another book. It can become a book. Is
But
it God or is it SIP? Is
I,
God SIP?
I think, sir, this is going to be very important book because that will maybe create a big maybe impact. People will understand basically. I think nobody has made such kind of book, written such kind of book. Should make it
Okay.
very, very important, very interesting.
Okay. Okay. Good. Let's try. Atma and Mohan. M. Siba Rumataji Rashmi.
Yeah, good evening, Prabhuji. Good
Yes. Good
evening to
evening.
you.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I think, SIP is beyond God, Guruji, because, we understand the idol worshipping and all. I think, it doesn't come under, the concept of God, SIP. God, we always relate, it to the idol worshipping, whatever, we read, in mythology and all these things that comes to mind. But I think, God is, ship is beyond all these God.
So what, you're not giving clearly what is the difference.
No, the difference is we have to go beyond ship, beyond God to realize the ship.
Why?
Yeah, then only we will come to know, no, Guruji. Otherwise, it is very difficult to make out, what is the
Okay.
difference between God and ship. Ship
Okay,
is
so
beyond
let's.
God.
No, so
I can
agreed.
only
Ship
say
is.
that,
Okay, good. See,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
people are. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Aim. Everybody is trying to articulate. You have to articulate and explain. We had 3 master classes. We had Atmanand starting, Siri, Krishna. Each of them has given a lot of gyan in today's call. I think only 3. I hope I'm not missing anybody. 3 lot of gyan from 3 people. And this is what I want. This is what I want from all of you. I want that. Yes, Shiva.
Pranam Guruji means immense gratitude, Guruji.
Pranam.
God means identity, Sip means Atma, Guruji. And God means chanting. And Sip means peace, Shanti, Anand, Pyar, bliss. God brings us to in duality. Sip means Mukti, Moksha and liberation, Guruji. God means praying and Sip means self-realization to God realization.
और एक बार आपने लिखा और एक बार बोलो.
पूरा पहले से बोलूं?
Repeat करो.
Okay. God is identity, Ganpati, Shiva, and Sip is Atma. God means chanting, and Sip means peace, love, bliss, Anand, Pyar. God brings us in duality. Sip means moksha, liberation, mukti. God means praying. Sip means self-realization to God realization. And lastly, Guruji, God is body. We means identity means be body में ही आया है गुरुजी. And sip means realization.
बहुत अच्छा है, भेलपुरी है लेकिन बहुत अच्छा है. मतलब इतना अच्छा भेलपुरी है कि मतलब मुझे खाने का मन कर रहा है. इतना अच्छा भेलपुरी है. But good. नहीं, what I mean, सुनो. भेलपुरी कुछ गलत है. भेलपुरी में कुछ खाने में कुछ.
इतनी टेस्टी है भेलपुरी.
हाँ, बस. रूमाता जी, थैंक यू. सब कुछ अच्छा बोला लेकिन अच्छा मसाला डाल के. रूमाता जी, रश्मि, ब्लिको एंड आत्मदीप.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
प्रणाम.
Guruji, I wanted to say, but others have said it.
क्या आप भी भेलपुरी बोलना है?
गुरुजी, रामावध में, काशी में शिव, कान्हा वृंदावन में. गुरुजी, लोग different places में different gods को मानते हैं, और supreme immortal power is one, universal. Main difference is this only.
ये बहुत अच्छा आपने सॉन्ग गाया.
पर्सनल गॉड्स हैं गुरुजी. कोई गुरु नानक को मानता है, कोई किसी को मानता है.
हाँ, तो फर्क क्या है?
फर्क यही है, सुप्रीम इमॉर्टल पावर इज यूनिवर्सल. प्रभु एक है और गॉड्स तो मैनी है, पर्सनल है.
और कुछ फर्क?
गुरुजी अभी तो यही.
रूमाता जी गिव अ नाइस सॉन्ग. रामावध में, काशी में शिव, कान्हा वृंदावन में. हाँ, 3 अलग अलग भगवान है, अलग अलग जगह में. दया करो प्रभु देखो इनको, हर घर के आंगन में. कैसे देखेंगे? हर काशी के शिव को, राम के अवध के राम को और घनश्याम को हम हर घर के आंगन में कैसे देखेंगे? Only when we evolve from God to Sip. Some people today, I saw some people are talking about Traitvad. Some people are talking about Dvaitvad. Some people are talking about Traitvad. क्या Traitvad क्या है? Traitvad 3. So we have to be careful. क्या है अचानक? Some people have got their own belief system. Dvaita means me and God are separate. I think Traitvad means you're saying मैं अलग, प्रभु अलग, संसार अलग. So this is the challenge. How are we going to get to non-duality? How are we going to get to universal oneness through SIP? This is what we have to learn. Rashmi and Bliko, Atmadeep and Rutanu.
Shiva, hello.
Shiva,
Shiva, happy,
happy.
happy. Uh, sir, God is love and peace, Antarman, and universe is formless. That both are same because God, we have like a different philosophy. A individual, they gave name of that form is different name, but is one. But this is formless and this is forms, and like for example, Om is universal sound. So I feel like they both are same.
Both are same. You have come back to cycle. और रूतनु से साइकिल छोड़ के फिर वापस रूतनु के पास आई साइकिल आई.
No, this is, I
See,
said this is formless. Huh?
it is just like saying दूध और मिठाई सेम है, अलग है दूध और मिठाई.
No. I said universe, SIP is a formless power.
Formless
Supreme
God.
power.
ऐसे बोल रहे. Sip is a formless God.
Supreme power. And this is a form name of God is love and peace basically, but they have form different forms and individually they are giving different names.
Okay, good. Let me hear Bliko. Thank you. So today you must have complete clarity. All of you must have complete clarity. Who is ये भगवान कौन है? हाँ? असल में ये भगवान कौन सी चीज? Where is this God, man? I want God. Where is God? Who is God? What is God? I think in 2018 or 2019 when I started, I wrote a book. I wrote a book called Who is God? Where is God? What is God? I think it was before 2018-19, one of my first books, amongst my first set of books. Who is God? Where is God? What is God? This we have to understand. If we don't understand this, then we are stuck. Okay, yes, Bliko.
Shivam, love you all. So, like you said, it reminds me the sentence that with God, you cannot be enlightened, and without God, you cannot be enlightened. So, like everybody said, the kindergarten, you have to learn ABCD. God is ABCD. And when you want to evolve, you have to accept SIP and realize SIP. Then only you can be, postgraduate in spirituality. So God is limited and SIP is unlimited. Like when you think about God, you think about ornaments. When you realize SIP, you think about gold. You realize gold. So, in one sense, it is same, but there is a big difference because when you are in the believer of God, you are always stuck in the kindergarten. You will never progress. You need to leave it. You need to leave the shore to explore the ocean. Otherwise, your boat is, no matter how strong it is, but if it is tied to the shore, you will never explore the uh, vastness of ocean. So that is what I, realize. And when with the God, you are always in fear and faith, mix of fear and faith. When you are in SIP, believer of SIP, you are fearless and you are beyond name and form. So you realize you are SIP. So you don't have to find outside. It is within you. You have to just realize, uncover the ignorance and realize you are SIP. So that is the beauty of SIP. With God, you are always limited with the boundaries. This is beyond boundaries. So it is universal truth and you have to accept that truth. So,
Okay, good. Now they are getting more and more masters coming. See, but essentially, let us be very clear. God is our personal God. My God was Shiva. So that God can create miracles. We believe that God will create miracles, that God will appear and give darshan. But all these are set of lies.
like you
This,
said, you have to pray through God, not pray to God. If you have a personal God, it's not a wrong thing. It is okay. But you know that this is just for my concentration. But God is not this form and name and this statue. You pray through God, it is fine. You are praying to seek.
Good, Nico. Good inputs. Thank you. Atmadeep, Rutanu. Let's move forward.
Shivam, uh, my answer is that God is a belief system, whereas SIP is the realization. Like from prima facie, the sir mentioned that it is kind of a resource, main powerhouse, whereas God and demigods are manifestation of that particular powerhouse attributes. They are carrying the attributes like Ganesha, Shiva, Parvati, and Shankar and Panchdev Pujan and different things, be it in Hinduism or there also the scriptures are talking about Ekamkar, Satnam, Karta Purak. So that is also Ekatva they are indicating towards. But then there is a, we are all in a physical form, like we need the body to realize God. It becomes the instrument. Likewise, the Guru or the saints और पैगंबर साहब और भगवान जी ये सब बहुत जरूरी है प्राइमा फेसी टू अल्टीमेटली रियलाइज द सुप्रीम
But फर्क क्या है इन सब में?
फर्क इन द सेंस basically that is not the ultimate God is not the ultimate. You need to go beyond that. You need to realize. तो वहां पे ममत्व आ रहा है और यहाँ पे समत्व आ रहा है मतलब कि वहां पे अटैचमेंट है यहाँ पे आप डिटैच्ड होके वननेस एक्सपीरियंस करने लगते हैं यहाँ आपको अनुभूति होने लगती है वहां आप सिर्फ चेज कर रहे होते हैं चीजों को या फिर मैनिफेस्ट करने की दौड़ में लगे रहते हैं दैट्स द टू दे आर द टू बिग डिफरेंसेस इन द
अप्रोच में फर्क. But between God and SIP, if you have to say what is in one line the difference?
SIP is the reality and God is the theory.
God is the
theory.
Very good. Well, see, देखो आपने एक लाइन में कितना अच्छा बता दिया आपने. God is mythology, SIP is reality. देखो एक लाइन में, this is such a beautiful answer. God is mythology, SIP is reality. There is no, God is the myth, it's a myth. God is a myth. God is SIP, SIP is the reality. But if you don't understand SIP, then you will always believe the mythology. You will believe the stories. कि एक दिन ऐसे हुआ, एक दिन वैसे हुआ, लेकिन कुछ नहीं हुआ. ये तो कहानी है, परी कथा. इसको बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में फेरी टेल्स, परी कथाएं. तो we have to go beyond. Thank you. हाँ, Ruta, okay? Anything more?
Like Santa Claus also a theory or people believe
Santa
that.
Claus तो बकवास है. Santa Claus तो लोग Santa Claus का ड्रेस पहन के आते हैं तो बच्चा तो समझता है मिकी माउस रियल है. बच्चा बोलता है आई वांट टू गो डिज्नीलैंड टू सी मिकी माउस. माँ बोलती है तो मिकी माउस मेरे तुम्हारे गार्डन में है, देखो जाकर खड़ो, मिकी माउस खड़ा है. वो मिकी माउस का कॉस्ट्यूम पहन के खड़े जाती है.
So
नहीं तो
likewise,
we
this
have
is
to
the belief system only.
spend lakhs of
Thank
rupees
you.
to go to Disneyland otherwise.
जी.
ठीक है,
Thank you.
रूता नो.
गुरुजी इट इज माय घोर अविद्या आप इतनी बारी बोलते हैं फिर भी हम भूल जाते हैं. Now I got the clarity and one more thing you always gave the example of pole vault we have to leave it and then jump. So yeah, with forms it is God, formless is supreme model power. And before the Zoom call, we always believed in God only. We never got to know that there is a supreme model power.
तो
फिर आंखें खुली.
So it's very important for us. It's very important for us to evolve from
Yes.
God to SIP. Because if we do not evolve from God to SIP, we'll be stuck in God.
Yes, Guruji, and we have heard this so many times, then also we forget.
That's why I'm having Zoom call on Monday. No, I'm having what's the difference? नहीं तो मैं क्यों इतना boring topic में क्यों डालता आज?
Yes, Guruji.
I
नहीं
put
बोरिंग
such a-
नहीं होता है कोई भी टॉपिक.
नहीं, it's a very important topic.
Yes.
अभी कल एक अम्मा थी, वो अम्मा बोल रहे थे आज कोई बाबा का बर्थडे है. कौन सा बाबा? वो बाबा आसमान में है, वो आसमान में बाबा है, आज उसका बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करें. अरे कौन से बाबा का बर्थडे कब है, किसका बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करेंगे आप?
नहीं
प्रभु का.
हमारे अंदर है इनवर्ड.
हाँ, उसका कोई जो जन्मदिन नहीं है, उसका कुछ मौत नहीं हो सकता है. वो अमर अनंत अनादि सर्वशक्ति है. प्रभु पास है दूर नहीं वो, प्रभु पास है, आत्मा ही परमात्मा है, दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है।
हमारे गुरु भी परमात्मा है, सिप है।
और आप कौन है?
हम भी सिप है।
फिर क्या फर्क पड़ता है? अहम आत्मा is on मौन व्रत for many days. I'm hearing your divine voice after many days.
No, Krishnogam Guruji.
Krishna.
As per Ramana Maharishi, as long as we are identifying ourselves with the body, mind, and ego, definitely we will have an attachment to the God with the form. If we remove the attachment towards our form, if we overcome, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the ego, automatically we will be elevated to the level of soul. I am a soul. When we are elevated to the level of soul, soul is sip. Automatically, God is a sip. Therefore, when the ego gets, as long as we have a ego, we will have a God. If we eliminate and if we dissolve our ego, automatically sip emerges. Without
Yeah, because when I am there,
yes,
then God has to be there.
correct.
But when I am not there, when I am not there means what? I have dissolved.
Yeah.
I have become nothing. When I become nothing, then I become everything, and everything is sip.
Yeah.
So, very good, very well said. So, as long as I am there, duality will remain. The problem is I want. What is this I? I is nothing. I is rubbish. I is mithya. I is mythology. This is wrong. Dukkha.
I is a false
means
ego. False ego.
man mithya dukkha. I means you are in deep trouble. The moment I comes means you will cry. Why we cry? Why? Because of I. When there is no I, there will be nothing to cry.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Raj Anand.
Om sir.
Boliye sir.
Sir, I used to have my own gods, but kept on changing my loyalty. Maybe it was because of the evolution. First Ganesha, then Hanumanji, then Mata, ultimately it was Shiva. Till I got awakened to the ultimate truth that there is no God but Shiv. All these, my beloved gods, are just appearances or manifestation of Shiv, just like any particle of matter or anything animate or inanimate in the world, in the cosmos, like that. So, and also there is no doubt that Shiv is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, formless, eternal energy. So everything animate or inanimate is Shiv. But by getting awakened to this truth, that the soul or awakened to the soul or subconsciousness, one gets to know its main purpose of life. Because by getting to know this, awaken to this truth, that one gets to know the Leela in which he is caught, जिसमें हम फंसे थे. तो when this Leela, he gets to know this Leela, because अब जो ही आप subconscious में जाते हो, आपको पता लग जाता, you are awakened to the subconscious. You naturally, definitely you'll get to know this Leela, why this is. So in that case, one is confronted with this Leela, and one tries to transcend this Leela, and while transcending this Leela, he ultimately gets to merge with the Shiv. He gets to become one with Shiv, sir.
Okay, good, well said. Long story, but the point is that we realize it's very important. The question is today this: are we ready to let go of God? Are we ready to let go of God to attain Shiv? If you are holding the hand of God, you cannot attain Shiv.
If we want a real purpose, to know the real purpose, if we want to follow the real purpose of life, we have to leave God definitely behind us. We don't leave loving the God, but leave the God and catch hold of Shiv. Love the God and Shiv. Love the God as SIP.
अभी आपने पकड़ लिया. हाँ, अभी आप गलत बोल रहे थे, अभी सही बोल दिया.
नहीं, वो गलत हो जाता है सर, क्या कहते हैं, बोलना आता ही नहीं.
We should not stop loving God, but we have to love our God as SIP, not
Yeah,
as God.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If you love God as God, you will never attain SIP. Never. We will always be भटकते 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 हम कहीं नहीं पहुंचेंगे. कृष्णा,
Yes.
ज्योति, शिवा, सीता.
Sir, two more points. Sir, all the God believers, in fact, God believing brings a lot of conflict and fighting in the world. Whereas those who believe in SIP will only radiate love. That's one point. Another point, you said a lot of superstitions and rituals in God. But in SIP, there is now it is science also, it is logical, and science also confirms with a supreme energy. So that is one point which, which is more as you said, real. That is one point. And one more thing, God makes us do good karma, whereas when you start believing in SIP, we learn to transcend karma. Therefore, no suffering, no triple suffering. Whereas
That's a big problem. It's a huge problem. Because of God, we at all religions say do good, do good, do good, do good, do good. फंस गए.
yeah,
फंस गए. You're caught in golden handcuffs. So very dangerous. God can be very dangerous. Now somebody will take this line of mine and make a reel. See this mad fellow, what he is talking. God can be very dangerous. But that is the reality. God can be dangerous if you cannot realize that God is not God, God is SIP. If you keep on holding the hand of a God, means pakka you will come back. 100% you will come back. Unless you let go, unless you have the courage to leave God's hand and hold the hand of SIP. SIP doesn't have a hand, but you going to establish in Satchidanand SIP consciousness. Then only you can attain the Supreme. Jyoti Siva, Sita Shivraj. Thank you, Krishna.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes, Jyoti.
God was created by human beings. Our family teaches religious and wrong beliefs about God. When we come into the spiritual path, we understand with Guru guidance, we understand the SIP. SIP is the truth, eternal. SIP is permanent. We hold only SIP.
Good. Very short, but very beautifully said. That's why sometimes the Guru is very important, because I was only praying to God for 40 years till my Guru made me understand. Neti, neti, tattvamasi. Only my Guru made me understand. Without Guru, what would I be? Without Guru, we are nothing. Unfortunately, we think I have got wings, I'll fly in the sky and I will go where I want to go. Where will you go? You may have wings, you fly in the sky. Ultimately, where will you fly? You will die.
Die.
So the goal is not to fly in the sky and to cry and to die. The goal is to find out who am I. When you find out who am I, then you will reach another high. You will reach that high where you find SIP, the supreme immortal power. SIP will be on your lip. You will have only one ship, one trip, no other grip, only SIP, 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 and SIP. This is the challenge. Siba, good, Jyoti, Siba, Sita, Shivraj, and Mini AiR. Atmanand Surinder.
Now this is not Bhelpuriya, Guruji. God means God means Bhagwan. Bhagwan means Bhumi, Gagan, Agni, Vayu, Guruji, and Neer. That means Prakruti, nature. And Sip means Purush. That is unchanging, eternal, and silent observer, Guruji. And secondly, God means BLK DRM, Guruji. Attachment to God means. And SIP, attachment to SIP means Mukti, Guruji.
इसको बोलते हैं बिसी पहले बात. इसको तो भेड़ मसाला पूरी तो छोड़, इसको बोलते हैं बिसी पहले बात. मतलब ऐसा चटनी बना दिया तो चटनी में मालूम नहीं पड़ता है कि क्या डाला. अच्छा सीता, ये चटनी में तो मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा कि हमने क्या डाला. ऐसा घुमा के जोड़ा. ओके सीता, गुड देन. अच्छा टेस्ट में बहुत अच्छा है. बिजी पहले बात टेस्ट में बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन पता नहीं क्या है, लेकिन टेस्ट में बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन खाने में बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन समझ में नहीं क्या है. सीता, Sita.
Shivaham Guruji.
Shiva.
To me, yes, God was a myth.
God was a
You
myth.
have, it's
God
a
was a myth or God is a myth?
God is a myth. God
And
was a myth. Sorry, my past. God was a myth. You have messengers of God, so it always confused me. Like, then who's God? So after I joined spirituality, and then my realization took place, and I know that there's a supreme immortal power who is everyone, is in
so
everywhere.
give me in one line, what's the difference between God and Shiv?
Both are the same.
Okay, good. Shivraj, this is the problem. Both are same.
Shivam
Then,
Guruji.
yes, bolo
So
Shivraj.
God is a stepping stone, and if you see, God also is manifestation of Shiv. And many of the maybe pictures, whatever photos you see, they also pray. They also pray to Shiv. So maybe Shiv is above God, and God you can see maybe there's a picture, whereas Shiv you have to realize, you have to feel it. You
So
cannot.
what's the difference? So what's the difference?
No difference already I said last time also. Difference is God maybe is like we pray and it is a like kindergarten and SIP is a university. So
how can it be same? Kindergarten and university cannot be same, no?
no I said it's not same.
Okay.
It is not same. It is different.
Okay,
Basically.
it is one is lower and one is higher, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
one stepping stone means that means you have to from religion you have to go to spirituality basically as a
Okay,
step.
good. I'm just trying to get. We have scientists many here. Let us see scientist view. Yes, scientifically, what is it? The difference, God and Shiv.
Shivoham, sir. So a lot of
Shivoham.
good points are covered.
Ah.
For me, God is an illusion, while SIP is the truth.
Good.
And
Very good.
God is a conceptual construct created by the mind, while SIP is the direct experience of ultimate reality or ultimate truth.
Very good.
And God exists in thought and traditions. SIP exists in awareness and truth.
And
God is
consciousness.
an imagination. SIP is experience, to be experienced.
SIP is the reality.
Reality, yeah.
Good. Very. I told you scientific explanation. Very good. I like it. Very well said. Over. She said, "Oh, I think it's Atmanand, Surinder, Rekha, nothing. Prakash, Bliss, Aim, Robin. Come on, let's move."
Yeah, Shivam Guruji, I wanted to try to summarize it in one line.
Yes.
So God is Mithya, Sip is Satya.
Yes, absolutely. And मिथ्या का मतलब क्या है? दिखता सच पर वो ना है. Which means a mithya is nothing but a manifestation. Is an imagination. It appears to be. God appears. No doubt God appears. I was loving Shiva for 40 years. You mean there's no Shiva? Of course there is Shiva. But Shiva is mithya. Shiva is just a manifestation. Shiva is an appearance of Sip. Sip cannot appear. So let us be clear that what is the difference? Both are not the same. We can't say God and Sip are same. And therefore today, if you discover the difference between God and Sip, you will drop God today. And you will hold Sip. If you continue to hold the hand of God, you will never realize God. If you continue to hold the hand of the mythology, of the fairy tales, you can never realize God. Because that God belief will stop you from leaving the belief and stop you from realizing God. It is such a big challenge, all of you, my friends. Surinder and Rekha. Nothing and sit.
Sure.
Yes, Surinder.
For me, the difference basically, if people want material benefits, they need to pray to God.
Very good.
Need
Continue.
realization, God realization. You need to pray to SIP.
Good, very new point. God is a solution to our material problems, to our material needs. If you have to go have a problem, Prabhu, I have a problem, Bhagwan. मैंने coconut तोड़ा. I have broken coconut in your mandir. मेरा problem solve करो. What kind of transaction is this? You want him to solve 1 crore rupees problem and you're giving 20 rupees coconut. What kind of deal is this? So Amitabh Bachchan goes to Tirupati and gives 1 diamond, mukat of diamond. So I'm going to give, so you bribe God. You can't bribe SIP. You can't bribe SIP.
I wanted one clarification. You mentioned ki God is a myth, but then we have also seen that in Vrindavan we have Krishna's birthplace, Krishna's actual house is there. Then in Mathura you have seen the jail is there. Then in Ram Setu bridge is there where NASA has found out that the bridge exists inside the sea, inside the ocean. So is it a myth or they were there? They were avatars. They were manifestation of SIP in the form of avatars, and because myth means it's just a story. So wanted clarity on that.
Whether they were there or they were not there does not matter. What matters is there is nothing called God. What matters is you are SIP. Whether there was some guru or some avatar or some god man called Rama or Krishna, we are not getting into that story, whether it's there or not there, whether Ram Setu is real or not real, whether that Mathura mein jail or no, that's not the question at all. We are not getting into the debate whether that is right or wrong. We are saying God is nameless and formless. God is birthless and deathless. God is beginningless and endless. Come to the reality. Don't go away from the point. If you come to the reality, whether Ram Setu was made by Ram or Ravana doesn't matter. I hope you're getting my point. By going to that point, we are caught in the fairy tale. Yes, Surinder?
Okay.
I hope you're understanding.
Yeah, got it.
No, it's a very serious point. What you have said, this is the biggest problem, the difference between God and SIP. If we don't understand this, never we can realize God. Impossible for us to realize God.
Okay, sir. And one more thing is basically in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, they say Brahman. So is this a SIP that we are saying is the same thing as Brahman?
Same thing.
Okay. Thank you.
You may give name, you can call SIP or Brahman or Prabhu or Paramatma, it doesn't matter. It's one Shakti, it's one energy. Okay. Rekha, nothing.
Shivoham,
Shivoham.
I joined 10 minutes late, so I don't know if this point is covered. SIP is the ocean and God is the wave.
How can God become the wave and SIP be the ocean?
Until it doesn't realize that it comes from SIP. It's a manifestation.
So you want God to realize?
No, not God to realize. We to realize that the wave is SIP.
Okay. Good point. So all the gods are nothing but manifestations of SIP. They appear and they go back. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
whether
have to
they
realize
actually they appear or they don't appear does not matter, because ultimately everything is SIP. Umang, nothing. Thank you. Nothing.
Shivam here.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give answer in one line. So God is created by human being, whereas God is created by human beings, whereas SIP created human beings.
Okay.
भगवान गॉड को अपन ने बनाया है, बट सिप ने अपन सबको बनाया है. So this is
बनाया
what I
नहीं है,
want.
SIP ने हम सबको
SIP manifest. We are SIP only.
Yeah. SIP has manifested as all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good point, Prakash. SIP Prakash, Bliss, AIM, Sundargiri, Rumataji, Atmadeep.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar.
God is the ignorant ego, whereas SIP is the enlightened ego.
Good. Good. God is the product of the ignorant ego, where I think I am separate from God, so I pray to a God. But when the ego is enlightened, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the soul, I am the Atma, Atma is Paramatma, I am Paramatma. Finished. Also. Good
The
answer.
formula is SIP is equal to God minus the ignorant ego.
Good. I'm taking the formula later, but a good answer. Bliss and Mohan, Atman Mohan, Sundar Giri and Rumataji.
Hi, Shanti, everyone.
Yeah,
Love you.
Shivoham, Chalme.
Uh, for me, God have always it been the energy because in my belief, God has always been the energy that's cover everything. So for me, SIP was l'explication, very real, of the what is God. So SIP, Supreme Immortal Power, is the next level to understand what is God, in fact, for me. So everything that's covered by SIP is everything I always believe is was. So for me, SIP is very everything, and it's me, it's interview, and it's everything and possible and everything. So for me, SIP cover all the story and explain to us everything was. That was.
Good. Thank you. Aim, Sundar, Rumataji, Atmadeep, Renuka, Minier. I think we should end by these 5 questions. Let's see. Yes, Mohan, you're coming second round. Tell me.
Yeah. Guruji, I think, SIP is omnipresent and omniscient and omnipotent power. And, SIP has no name and form. He does not have SIP does not have any name or form. Absolutely. Whereas, God has got, it is a creation of a human mind. That's why you see so many gods are floating around. This is what I feel, Guruji.
No, what you say is correct. Huh? What you say, nothing wrong. Chalo, Sundargiri, thank you. Sundargiri, Rumataji, Atmadeep, and Minier.
Oh, Shivam, sir.
Shivam. Tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. God, Sip, Sunya, these all are the name of same thing, sir. That's what I understand.
Yeah, you understand.
Yes, if we have understood in the depth, or if we have understood finally, then Sip, Sunya, nothingness, God, Ram, Shiva, these all the terms are the same. It tries to say the same thing. That's what I understand, sir.
So then what is the discussion then? The difference between God and SIP, what's the difference?
If they have the followers, if they have understood finally the in the essence, then they will understand the same thing. That is SIP. These all are the name of same thing, sir.
Okay, good. All are the name of the same thing. Rumataji, Atmadeep, Minier. If time is there, Gaurav. Yes.
Pranam Guruji.
Boliye.
If we will stick to God, then we will remain in ignorance only.
Very
We
good.
cannot be enlightened. If we
Very
will
good.
believe in SIP, then we can get enlightenment.
If you believe in God, you will never realize God.
Yes,
If
Guruji.
you believe in God, you will never realize God. You must not believe in God. Then when you realize SIP, then you realize SIP is God.
Yes, Guruji.
But if we don't, we'll go around in chakkar and chakkar and chakkar and chakkar of that.
Yes.
Oh, you make it high. So then you will keep on going. You make it up. Okay. Yes,
Yes.
Atmadeep, Minier, Gaurav. We will end Gaurav if time is available. Yes.
Sir, one more point that along with God, rituals exist, and all the rituals that we do, and we feel like, yes, we did something great. Whereas SIP realization requires commitment and uh, inner quest, like Koham. So this is the big difference between the two ideologies. It's not just the ideology or something, but this is the way. that where the worldly people and the spiritual seekers are two different
So
things.
summarize in one line.
Like from rituals to realization, something like that.
See, we all should understand one thing, that if all of us in this call today are believing in our God, if we are praying to God, we will never realize God. We will
Yeah, I
never
can
realize
quote
God.
my personal example that I used to like मैं तो निम्बार्क तीर्थ वहां से वल्लभाचार्य सेक्ट फॉलो करते हुए आ रही हूँ. शंकराचार्य तो मैंने आपके अराउंड सीखा है. So from that comes the rituals, the things and months and Kartik Mass and all everything, almost every puja archana and every ritual. So from that to this, even after doing almost 10 plus ekadashis without proper rituals, I'm just following it as not annagrahan, just doing it with the fact that no eating and doing the ekadashi, but not that much twice a temple running and everything. So even after that also I'm at peace. So with my realization, I've realized that rituals are there as a prima facie thing, but ultimately it is our hardcore self quest and then answering and meditation. वो सब कुछ फिर वही जैसे calls आ रहे हैं regularly, तो वो उतना dedication चाहिए. Otherwise, no one can realize.
Okay, good. Thank you. Minier and Gaurav, we have two more questions.
So, SIP is energy.
Yes.
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but God can be created and destroyed, and we can move to another one God after another God. We can do that. But in SIP, it's a constant energy. We cannot move out from there, and that's what the difference is about energy based SIP.
Yeah, because as long as you're believing in a God who will die and will be born, how are you going to
Yes.
realize God? How are you going to reach that state of truth realization? Somehow we have, okay, let me conclude after Gaurav. We are just going round and round in circles. So I have to conclude today effectively. Gaurav, thank you, Vidya.
Pranam Guruji. I think, sir, according to me, definition of God is little different.
Yeah.
Probably what we are understanding, those are deities like Ram, Krishna, are deities. God, I believe, is the creative part of SIP. God is the way we see, we feel SIP. It's like it's creative energy. It has all the three gunas, basically Rajas guna, Tamas guna, and Sat guna. Because of that, we are able to feel our physical presence. Like we can say Sagun and SIP is Nirgud. It's the same form. It's like fire and the warmth of the fire. So God is warmth of the fire, SIP is fire, according to me.
So therefore, what is the difference?
So it's the same thing, I can say. It's like different form. It's just a physical form and one is formless.
Okay. There are two types of people on this Zoom call today. There is one type of person who understands completely that there is no God. Whether you call it God, deities, devas, you give any name, you can fool yourself in any way. Whether you call avatar, what is the difference between avatar of Krishna, Rama, and you? You are also avatar. You are all, we are all abhivyakti. Abhivyakti means we are all manifestations. When will we realize this simple truth? That God does not live in the sky, it's a lie. When will we realize that God is not God? God is SIP. I think I wrote a book. I wrote a book. The title of the book is called God is Not God. I wrote this book maybe 5 years back, maybe. I think maybe 5 years back, 5, 6, 7 years back. I wrote a book. God is not God. God is SIP, Supreme Immortal Power. There is no compromise. As long as we say, no, I believe in SIP, but only daily one Krishna ka one agarbatti and Shiva ka one loti And Mata Kavan, Jai Mata Di, जोर से बोलो Jai Mata Di, सब तुम बोलो Jai Mata Di. Keep on telling. You keep on telling this, and the reality is you will be caught. You will be caught. Amma, Baba, whichever you believe in, correct? You believe in whom you want. You will never realize God inside you as Sip. You are God. You are God, but not God. Sip, supreme immortal power. You are that. And as long as we don't realize that, we are caught. We are caught in myth. We are caught in mythology. We are caught in fairy tales. We are caught in Dvaita. Dvaita, Traita. You are caught in all things. Where will you reach? You will think one day I will meet God in the sky. One day. One day I will go to God, and then the God will play the video camera, and my good and bad will keep on playing. We believe all these Santa Claus stories, and we make also God in all these forms. We make with fancy looking head and fancy looking vahan and fancy looking number of hands, and all we make it so mystical. We make God look so mystical because we want to believe in miracle of God. The biggest miracle is that you are God. You are that supreme immortal power that is the spark of unique life inside you. If you want to be enlightened, the way to be enlightened is very simple. The way to be enlightened is to realize God is Sip. Drop the God that you believe in. If you want to realize the omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, eternal, unending, beginningless, endless, supreme immortal power, supreme intelligence. That supreme intelligence is not cannot be defined. God defined is God denied. God is beyond definition and comprehension. My dear friends, you are that God. You are that goddess. You are that power. Discover that power inside you, and you will be free from fear, from worry, from stress, from anxiety. You will be free from anger, hate, revenge, and jealousy, because you will be free from the mind and ego, me. You will realize I am not this body that will die. I am the soul. Soul is Sip. We wrote another book called Isis, ISIS. I am the soul. Soul is Sip. I am Sip. Sip is in all. Unless you stop this agarbatti business, unless you stop taking candles and going to burn it, and then the pastor will tell you, you do all the sins, you just pay 10% of your salary, and the Lord will suffer for your sins. And you say, Prabhu, you suffer, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for suffering. Thank you. And you think you are over, you're free. You can only be punchy. You can only be punchy, free bird, if you are free from ignorance. If you are not free from ignorance, you will never be free. The freedom from ignorance will give you wings. Otherwise, they are tied with strings of ignorance. You cannot achieve anything. You are a manifestation of the Supreme, my dear friends. Today is the day to drop God and hold Sip. Drop the hand of God and hold the hand of Sip. Bring Sip into your life. Sip is the supreme immortal power. God is just a picture of that. You are praying to a picture. Why not pray to the power? And that power is not far away. That power is inside you. Today's call for those of you who are struggling like Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Ramakrishna Paramahansa was told by Totapuri, cut Kali. When Kali comes, take the knife and cut Kali. And he told his guru, how can I cut Kali? Where is the knife? He's saying the same imagination which Kali comes to you. From the same imagination which Kali comes to you, with the same imagination, catch that, cut the knife. And then you will realize your ignorance. And then you will awaken to realize you are Sip. You are the Supreme. Please forgive me if I have shaken some of you today, because this is the ultimate truth. I don't know to make bhel puri and bisi bele baat. I only know to give straight subject. With folded hands, I bow down to you.